If you are a hand cannon enjoyer, you probably love Fatebringer from Vault of Glass. Well, this weekend the Trials of Osiris returned, and it brought the Fatebringer 2.0. The Corundum Hammer is a 140 RPM adaptive frame, which is the same frame as Fatebringer. This is basically a strand Fatebringer, but its perk pool is even more stacked. Now, it is featured in Trials this weekend, and I know you're probably like, well, I don't want to play Trials. Listen, just hear me out here really quickly. You don't even have to win games for it to drop. I am awful at PvP. I played for about an hour and a half, and I got absolutely curb stomped. And listen, my KD may have tanked, but I got a bunch of different tier 5 god roll drops just by playing. You literally get showered in loot playing this mode, and it made it really easy to get rolls that you are after. Now for perks, in the first perk slot, we have Fragile Focus, Slice, Reconstruction, Slide Shot, Lone Wolf, Firefly, and Shoot to Loot. For PvE, I really like Firefly on this weapon, just like I used on my Fatebringer. Firefly will proc solar explosions and deal damage to nearby enemies on precision final blows, while also increasing your reload speed. I also really like Shoot to Loot, as shooting an orb of power or an ammo brick with this weapon will pick it up and reload all of your weapons from reserves. Slice isn't a bad option either, as casting your class ability will sever targets on hits. Enemies that are severed deal less damage. In the second perk slot, you have Precision Instrument, Tear, Sword Logic, Keep Away, Explosive Payload, Opening Shot, and Elemental Honing. For me, Explosive Payload is the top option, as when you hit enemies, projectiles will create an area of effect detonation and will improve reload speed. Explosive Payload is such a strong perk, and it literally procs on every shot. This provides a 15% damage bonus and has no damage fall off, meaning no matter how far away you are, the weapon will do the same body shot damage. This with Firefly is a ton of fun to use. Elemental Honing is really good on this weapon as well. It's really easy to proc this perk, as dealing unique elemental damage grants this weapon a stacking damage bonus. At 1 stack, you get a 10% damage buff, 2 stacks 20%, 3 stacks 30%, 4 stacks 35%, and at 5 stacks 40%. This does pair best if you are on Prismatic. Even if you aren't on Prismatic, you still get 1 stack from doing damage with this weapon. You have your abilities, which will give you 2 stacks, and your other 2 weapons can give you stacks if you end up swapping to them. During testing, I found myself sitting around 3 stacks most of the time, which is a 30% damage buff that you can get really easy. For perk combinations, Firefly with Explosive Payload is my favorite. Shoot to Loot Explosive Payload will be a really good combo as well. Firefly with Elemental Honing, as the solar damage kills from Firefly will give an extra stack of Elemental Honing. Now this weapon does come with 2 origin traits: Fleet-footed, which dealing damage grants increased movement speed and airborne effectiveness, and Roar of the Battle, which being in combat for a short duration increases handling and stability. And that's pretty much everything I want to go over for this new hand cannon. I can't stress it enough. Trials, I get it can be miserable and brutal just sitting there getting rolled. You get showered in loot. Take it from someone who mostly just does PvE in this game. It really wasn't that bad. Obviously, I was getting it handed to me, but at the end of the day, what I had to show for it was a bunch of awesome loot. Let me know your thoughts on this hand cannon, as well as your personal god roll in the comments down below. Do you like the combination of like Slice and Tear on this? Do you think you're going to get use out of Reconstruction? There's a lot of great perks on this weapon, but the perk combos that I chose for this video are just the ones that I like the most personally. As always, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.